Alright guys, this will be part 5. We're finally moving away from the radar here. Let me show you what that looks like after I got a little bit of, I put flat varnish on it just to kind of prep the photo etch, and put a little just neutral gray on it. I know, it was pretty small. Hopefully this focuses in on it, but looking pretty good. See if you can get a little bit closer shot there. I don't want to drop it off. Stay glued down there. Anyway guys, so that's looking pretty good. Let me go ahead and get that out of the way before I break it, and we'll just go over a couple of next steps here. So after looking at both the Tamiya instructions and the photo etch instructions, looks like we're going to be doing the bridge next over here, and luckily there's not a lot of photo etch. There's a few doors and stuff like that on there, so I'm going to jump right in. I'll put this all together, and then we'll take a look at it and get a couple of these photo etch doors on there like that. Luckily, just looking through the rest of the photo etch parts, I think we're through the worst of it. So that assembly there was on the radar was probably the worst thing, or the most tedious thing to do. Other than the rails, I'm not sure how I'll do on the rails. We can take a look at those just really quick here. So I'll try to give you a close-up here of the rails. There you go. We'll have a lot of fun installing those, but at least the real intricate sort of bending parts, that kind of thing, is hopefully behind us here. So let me throw the bridge together, and then we'll keep pressing on. And I got all the pieces cut out for our bridge assembly here. And I just started taking a quick look at them. We'll have to do some sanding here on this side right here. But I figure I'd glue it first. So let's go ahead and do that. At least get it tack glued together right there. And just making sure I keep it nice and straight right there. Alright, that looks good. So that's, I think, like the back side. Now before I glue this one in, so this is the bridge, and you can kind of see the little windows on it right there, little circles. So I'm going to go ahead and drill those out with a little pin drill. Let me go do that before I glue that on. Well, you know, Murphy's Law. So I can't find my little mini drill bits for my little pin vise to drill the holes. So I'm gonna have to go old school. Stick an X-Acto in there, and just kind of do each one ever so carefully. I did one, and it looks pretty good. Let's make sure I don't go too far. You gotta make sure you kind of stay centered. So what you do is kind of carve out, you know, whichever end is looking a little bit more plasticky there. And right there's about good. Let's see. I won't bore you with every single one of these, just figured I'd show you what they look like once you do them. Kind of come around the back side here, and hopefully you can see that. I have to apologize for the grainy video when I was doing the super close-up there with the antenna. My camera has an optical zoom and then it has a digital zoom, so I was on the digital zoom, and that tends to get all grainy because it's you know, you're not actually going in with the lens, it's just zooming in on the chip. Alright, okay, got two of them done pretty good. Let me see if I can't show you what that looks like. Hey man, zoom in there. There you go. So there you can kind of see. Come on, camera. There we go. You can kind of see the two that I did right there. Will look a lot better than the other ones right there. There you go. Alright, like I said, I won't bore you with all the rest. Let me go get cutting all those other ones, and then we'll get back to it. Alright, start moving everything around here. Okay, so I got the rest of the windows done over here. They look pretty good. You can see they look a lot better. A lot of times I was looking at other videos of guys doing the Fletcher here, and they don't do the windows, which was driving me crazy. It's easy enough to do. Just got in there with the X-Acto and just spin it around. Okay, so I did glue the back side of the bridge together, so that's going to go together like that. But we've got a couple of doors here that we got to remove. This one here, because we're going to do photo etch on them. This one here and this one here. I already did this one here off camera, but it's pretty fiddly work sitting here kind of scraping it and everything, and then I ended up squeezing these two parts together and the seam came apart here. So what I think I'm going to do is glue our front of the bridge on, and that way I can get in there and start sanding and still cut all those doors off without ruining it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I guess I might as well do that on camera here. I'll do the gluing part, and then I'll get to scraping the doors off here. Get one side done here. Try not to get any fingerprints on there. And I try to make sure it's at least lined up, looking good, before we do the other one here. We'll have to sand that anyway a little bit. Alright, let's get this one done. Come down just a little bit here. I'm just making sure the bottom and top are lined up. There's a couple little lines right here that I can use to make sure it's good. Alright, I'm just going to hold it in place here a little bit while it cures up and make sure it doesn't stretch apart. And then we can go ahead and scrape all those doors off and get to sanding the back side here. You can see that's got a big seam in it. Alright, so I've gotten the pieces together here, and got the front of the bridge connected to the back, did a whole bunch of sanding, took the doors off. I'm not sure if I got an extra door over here. Like, I don't know if we're missing one photo etch door. I've got three over here. They're one type, so that's going to go in the front and then either side on the lower level here. So I'm ready to go with that. Let's go ahead and stick those two guys on, and actually we'll do the one in the front first. It's pretty straightforward. Let's see here. I think they pretty much look the same. Yeah, I see that there's kind of hinges on one side, so anyway, try to pick it up with my knife and just get it on there like so. Now when I scraped off the plastic doors, I left a little tiny bit in there so I can at least see where it's supposed to go, or at least get a good idea. I'm gonna shove that one over a little bit. I just moved it with my finger. I think that's good. I think that's pretty good. I'm trying to just shove it over just a little tiny bit. Alright. One down. Let's get these two other ones stuck in place. Then we'll check in exactly where. 52, yep. So these lower level doors right here. Try to get it in place in one shot. Fiddly little things. I'm going to put this on the ground, or on the deck here, and just kind of push it into place. When I scrape the door off, because of the seam right here, kind of left a little bit of a high part right in the center, so just kind of want to make sure that's in there. That looks good. And then the final door is right here. Let's see here. Double check it with the other one, make sure I got it at the right height here, because I definitely took the plastic one off of here, or did a good job scraping, so I can't quite tell how high up it was. That looks pretty good. Alright, so then what we've got is you get the roof. I've already sanded all these pieces. That's going to get glued in like that. So let's go ahead and do that. One more side here. And then we'll get the roof line here. You can see, I don't know if you can see on camera, but I can see how the glue has wicked all the way around. So almost all the way around. I'm just going to touch it right there. Make sure I don't get any on the top there. Alright. Then we've got the deck that goes on here, like so. That's pretty straightforward. And then we'll have two additional photo etch doors. Actually, the funny thing on this side, it almost looked like two doors. There's a door here, and then there was a door here, which didn't make any sense. But that's why I say I wonder if I have enough photo etch of doors, because the ones up here have a little window round circle in it. So there's one on this side and one on this side right there, but there was definitely not another door right over here on this side. whereas on this side there was, which was a little odd. So that's why I'm holding off on doing that. I'm going to go back and count my doors and make sure I've got them all in place. But I think we could just stick this deck on here. Alright. So there you go. It's looking pretty good. We just got to get those upper level doors right there. I'm going to go ahead and count my doors right now and see if I have enough. Alright, so that was interesting. So I counted all my doors, took a look at my instructions again. So the two doors that go up on top, right at the front of the bridge, on either side here, are a different kind of door with a porthole in it. Right, and there's no other door behind that door on the left side, whichever side that is in nautical terms, but there was one here, but I don't see it anywhere on the instructions. So I started looking at historical photos, and I still can't tell if there's a door there. There's a couple pictures that I got kind of from this side, and I can't tell if there's a second door right there or not. So what I did was I did a little bit more shaving over here. I took this door almost all the way down. Just a little bit of a witness right there to it. I'm going to go ahead and stick the door that's supposed to be there with the little porthole. And then I won't do anything else with that other one. I won't stick another door there until we get a little bit farther down. And I can tell if we actually need a door there or not. So get a little bit of glue on here. Now these have a certain direction they have to go into. They swing out. These are going to be fun to pick up here. I need tweezers. These are a little bit thicker looking doors, and my glue's probably already dry. Probably looking at the top of my head, huh? Come on, fit in there. Something like that. I think I'm going to have to go back in there with some more glue, but that's one, and the other one will go over there. I'm going to take this off. Yeah, because see, I can tell the glue didn't even, the glue dried up before I got it on there. So let's do this again. Actually, I'm thinking, because there is a porthole there, should I drill the porthole out before I put the door in? You know what, we're going all out over here, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go and make a hole for that door sort of window. So I'm going to kind of size it up and drill one out for each one on this side and the other one. Okay, so I got the holes drilled either side, just with the X-Acto for the little portholes there. Let me see if I can get some glue on here, get these suckers finally in place. I'll put a decent amount on here so I don't have to keep sticking it. Come on. I don't want to do this multiple times. I think I need some fresh super glue here. There we go. Alright, let's get this one on. Come on. And show. There, come on. So we can use the hole to kind of line it up. There we go. Let's see if that's straight. It's got to come forward just a little bit. So that looks a lot better with the actual hole right there for the door. All right, we'll get the other one on and we'll press on. Okay, got both of them on there, and let's see if we can get a good shot of them. There you go. Looking good. They look pretty straight to me, and definitely look a lot better with the hole drilled out for the actual door. And again, we'll see about that second door right over there. I took a look at the instructions again, and I've only got 2 of these types of doors left, number 52 they're numbered, and they go elsewhere. So there's 2 other spots later on in the build that'll have those doors. So we'll see what I do with that. But that's it for right now. We can go ahead and mark off a few more spots here that we did. So let's see here. We got 56 and 55. That's the 2 doors we just did with the portholes. We got 52 done over here. We got 52 done over there, and there's a little tiny, I don't know what, little round hatch that goes next to it. I'll get that on off camera, and maybe this will be the end of whatever part we're on right now, because I don't want to make them too long. All right, so we're getting moving along with the bridge here. See you in the next video. All right, here's the final shot. I just threw a little bit of clear coat on the photo etch parts, and then just some neutral gray here, just as act as a primer. Looking pretty good. I did get that little round hatch right there in the front. Let's see if I can give you there. There it is. If you can see that little round hatch right at the very front right there. Anyway, guys, until the next video, take care.